The Duchess of Sussex's animated show Pearl has been cancelled by the streaming giant, which lost 200,000 users in the first 3 months of 2022. Royal commentator Rafe Hadel-Mancu said the axing of the series was a complete disaster for the couple, who are living in California after quitting royal duties. Mr. Hadel-Mancu told GB News, Archewell Productions, their Netflix company which has had the catastrophic news that Pearl, its flagship production which was an animated series executively produced by Elton John and David Furnish, is to be axed. As you know, Netflix is having big problems with a dip in subscriber numbers, falling revenues, plummeting share prices and having spent too much on other problems, and is cutting back, particularly on animated series. So while Harry's Invictus documentary is carrying on, there is nothing for Meghan to show for it, and it's really calling into question whether they can walk the walk. They're good at talking the talk. They signed up to Spotify but have only produced one podcast so far. The Netflix deal has been in place for over a year now and there's very little to show for it. It looks as if, apart from moaning about the royals, there's not much that they're able to do. Royal expert Angela Levin alleged to Talk TV's Mike Graham, she didn't want the title. They, Meghan and Prince Harry, don't want to be royal, so they didn't want to do anything that was royal, except use the title that will help them make loads of money. However, one royal expert has claimed that the couple could be looking to return in some capacity. Kinsey Schofield, the founder of royal site ToDiForDaily, claimed that Harry and Meghan would be eager to return to the UK as part-time royals. She said, I think they would be willing to come back and live there for 6 months. We see that Prince Harry is not willing to give up Frogmore Cottage. His life is there, his friends are there and his blood is there. I do think that Harry and Meghan would be eager to go back and to explore that option. Ms. Schofield did, however, admit that the option to return may not be immediately available. She said, I don't think it's going to be immediately available to them. It's been hinted that perhaps this is something they plan to pursue after Prince Charles ascends to the throne, and I think that would be too soon, because there's already a critical tone when it comes to King Charles, and I don't think that this would necessarily improve the criticism. Russell Myers, the Daily Mirror's royal editor, told last week's episode of Pod Save the Queen, he said he didn't know whether he was going to come over for the Jubilee and he was citing issues such as security and everything else. My understanding is that his aides are already making plans for him to come over. Whether that will be with Meghan and the children remains to be seen, but Harry said himself that he wanted to create an opportunity to get the issues sorted out so that his children could see the Queen. In a previous episode of the podcast, Mr. Myers claimed that the Sussexes' appearance on Buckingham Palace balcony alongside the royal family would suit their brand purpose. He said, I personally think that Harry and Meghan want to have that moment with the royal family. It suits the brand Sussex. I think that it suits their purpose brand-wise to be seen with the Queen, to be seen to still be royal. He added, they can argue that, Meghan was saying, this is service. That was seen as a barbed comment as well to the rest of the royal family, but I think they benefit from having that association because on a global scale, seeming to do their own thing but also having an association with the royal family gives them credence.